Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, Mystery Mugs and Melanin. My name is Crystal, and my co-host Celine will be coming on soon. She's backstage. Tonight we will be talking about the documentary called They Called Him Mostly Harmless. So if you hear, say hello, say hi. Celine, oh, I'm pulling up the chat. Celine is on the phone for a brief moment. Um, and then I'll pull her back on whenever she gets off the phone. But if you are in here, say hello. I think I might see one person here. So I'm gonna give it a little time, let some people come in, and we can get started. And also that also gives time Celine time to get off of the phone. Let me see. All right, y'all. So if you see this under this, is because I had on my jammies. It is freezing cold in Texas right now. Well, in Austin area for sure. So I was in my jammies under the covers. I have the heater going right there. And then I was like, let me just throw a shirt on top. Well, now you can still see my jammies. So uh but I'm still under the blanket, trying to stay warm. Saying this right here on the bed with me. Today it was in the 20s. Hey, Shelby. It's sunny and warm in Phoenix. I wish. I hate the cold so much. I hate the cold. And our hose, I mean, if you don't know, as you can tell, I live in an RV. I'm in an RV. Our hose for the water froze last night and it did not thaw out at all today. So we don't have water. So which is not a huge deal because there's places, showers right there if we need to take showers, or the restroom, so it's not that big of a deal. But hey, Leanna. Hey, Sheila. Keep my jeans on. Cold in Virginia. Yeah, it's snowing out there. I should have just kept my jammies on and not put the shirt on top because it's not comfortable. All right, I'm trying to see if Celine is still on the phone, but are you still on the phone, Celine? Okay, I think she's off. I'm gonna bring her on stage. Let me text her to be sure before I put her on. Okay, she says she's ready. All right, so I'm gonna bring on Celine. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey y'all.
So far I see that Sheila's here, Shelby's here, Leanna's here. If anybody else is here, say hello.
Hey Sheila. Hey Shelby. Hey Leanna. Hey, did I miss one? Sheila, Shelby, Leanna.
Sheila, Shelby, and Leanna.
Oh,
Oh, Leanna, I'm sad to hear that.
and Mitzi.
Oh, hey, Mitzi. What's
Who's
up, girl?
Jim Cantor?
Is my camera shaking? Do I look like I'm wobbling?
Yes.
It's my setup, but this is just the way it's gonna be. We're gonna be shaking. Um,
And her man. What I miss? I'm in bed and not asleep. Are
I
you
don't know.
feeling? Oh,
Hey, Celine.
hey, it's Lane. Jim Cantor. Oh, the weatherman. I don't know why I missed that. And her man. Who man? Hello, all. Okay.
So how are you?
We just talked.
I didn't ask you how you were. Now I'm asking you how you are.
Yeah, the Weather Channel guy. I just put two and two together. I'm
Oh,
good.
okay, but now I'm going off stage to take this T-shirt off.
I was just talking to my grandparents, and they both went to the doctor, and they're both doing really well. They're like 84 guys. And they were just telling me, that's why I'm late. They were telling me about their doctor's appointments and how all their tests came out really good. So,
That's awesome. Oh, I'm on the other side. I don't like that. I'm switching you.
oh, how rude.
All right, y'all. Back in my jammies. I tried to be decent for y'all, but
I don't
I'm
want to go put on my jammies.
girl. It's so cold. I can't. This morning I was trying to get Kamani not to go to dancing, y'all, because I just didn't want to get out of the house, and she convinced me to take her. And as soon as we got back, I put on my jammies and got right back in bed.
Yeah, they're in Louisiana, Sheila.
Oh, I can't see the comments.
Yeah, they're in Louisiana. They
We love Mama and Papa.
Mama is officially cancer free.
Yay.
Papa said that the doctor said Papa, my grandfather, he said that the doctor said he was perfect, but that my grandma needs to work on her attitude.
Papa is a mess.
He said, yeah, she needs to be nicer to me. And the doctors told her that. So she
The
needs to.
doctors did not tell Mama that.
He's a mess.
He is, yo. He's a jokester. All right, so tonight we'll be talking about, did anyone see the documentary? They called him mostly homeless.
Harm.
Harmless. I said homeless. Harmless. And if you didn't watch last week's homework, did you happen to end up watching it, which is Strong Island? If you did, let us know that too. Oh, I dropped the bottle down there. Sadie's gonna get it. Y'all, if y'all haven't had these cookies from Walmart, these cookies are amazing. But don't eat the lemon ones, just these.
I don't like the lemon ones.
No, these are awesome.
So I'm gonna get straight into it because we don't have like a whole bunch of time to talk about. They called him mostly harmless. I actually, and it was my suggestion for it, but I thought it was a different documentary. Honestly, I thought it was the documentary. I'm gonna have to go look for it to see exactly what I was thinking about. I thought it was a documentary about the man who kind of lived in the wooded area in a small town, and they found out he was murdering people, but that's not what it was. I'm gonna go find out that the name of that documentary so we can talk about that. But basically, they called him mostly harmless. Starts out with some hikers, happening upon a tent with a dead body. And they said it was like he was very, very skinny, like skeletal. It looked like a skeleton with clothes on. I mean, with skin on. And there was other stuff in the tent. And they called the police and everything. This was in the can y'all can
Hmm?
y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, he was found in the he was found in Big Cypress National Preserve in Florida. Okay. And he, I remember it because it was on my birthday when they found him. It was on July 23rd. Sorry, that's Snooch. It was on July 23rd in 2018, and he was found dead by two hikers, and he had no identification on him. And they came out, they gathered the evidence and stuff. There was an autopsy. They couldn't find a specific cause of death, but he was described as being like really, really, yeah, it was in Florida. I didn't say that, I'm sorry. Big Cypress National Preserve in Florida.
You did.
Oh, okay. And then he was very emaciated, and there were no signs of foul play. And his DNA, dental information, fingerprints, it didn't match any known missing persons. he had on like some clothes, and he appeared to be between like 35 and 50, and he had a beard and graying hair, and like there was money in his backpack, like $3,500 or something like that, and he had a notebook filled with like written notes and like something that looked like coding. So they thought like maybe he was a computer programmer or something. And there was food all over in the tent. Oh, yeah, there may be a delay. Forgot about that. And there was food all over in the tent. So they were like, why is he so skinny? And there's food in here. And what happened was they ended up like they put his information out, because which I didn't know, like there's a community of hikers, like they're a pretty tight-knit community, hikers, and they hike together, they spend the night together in their little areas and stuff, and they have hiker names, and they really just get to know each other. And so he was known as the mostly harmless.
I was like, get it out, get it
I
out.
was like, what? So they put his information out, and a lot of hikers, like, talked about when they last seen him. There was some Facebook groups made and stuff to try to help identify him, and people were being interviewed. And like the last time that he was seen was in April of that year, and he was found in like July. And so they used the information from the hikers to develop like a timeline of his hike along the Appalachian Trail. And he had met with so many people. There were pictures and videos and all kinds of things. Sorry. All kinds of, he had met with people and talked with people, but no one knew his real name. There was people saying, oh, he's from this place, oh, he's from Louisiana, he's from here, he's from there. And they just, there was a lot of like false leads, like, oh, the man who he bought the tent from was like, oh, he bought that tent for me. And he stayed at this hostel like next door. So they went to the hostel, and because the hostel required you use a real name, not your hiker alias. And they looked through it, and they found him. It was under Bill Bell. What was it under? Bill. I don't know. I can't remember. Bill Bellamy or something like that. Bellamy.
Not Bill Bellamy, girl.
Was it?
I don't know.
Hold on, let me find it. There's a lot of names. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Bill. Nope, I don't know. Anyway, Bill B. Okay. And they went through like missing persons. They called some men with that same name, and it wasn't him. Like there was no missing people. It just turned out to be a bust. Like he used a fake name. So then one of the next leads was they put the pictures of the code in his notebook. There were pages and pages of this code. They put it on like the internet and read it and stuff. And someone identified it as code to a game called Screeps, which is a game designed by programmers to program. And that was his code for his game. And so like how they explained it was like the coding, you code the game and it continues to play even though he's not there. So they went to Screeps and they tried to get people tried to locate which game was playing based off this code, but they couldn't. So they went to Screeps and they wouldn't reveal any information. So that also was a bust. And it just was like a long time. It took like 2 years of people were just like obsessed with the case. I think one of the things about the documentary, they talk about like internet sleuths, and it shows how it could be good, but it could be bad too, because people were obsessed with finding out who Mostly Harmless was. And they're in the groups like, I hope someone finds this angel. I always keep a piece of him with me. And it's like, this is a strange man that you don't know, and they just like formed this, I don't know, fake personality of this person that they don't know. Yes, some people did meet him on the trail, but I mean, you meet a person for a few hours, you don't really know that person. And like then at one point, this sorry, I can't remember the name of the company. Othram.
Hey
They-
Tracy.
Hi Tracy. Um Othram. It's a DNA type of company that does like DNA samples and stuff. And so but it costs $5,000. So they set up a website. The group, one of the Facebook groups hosted this. Yeah, I just realized I still have my pimple patch on.
Well, it's there now. Might as well leave it.
So it cost $5,000. They raised like $5,000. I think it was in less than a week or two, less than that, to get this testing done. So they sent his testing off, and it takes a long time to do this. And people in the group were, hi Vanessa.
Hey
People in
Vanessa.
the group were like, this is fake, and this and that. And they sent to one of the admins who had helped organize the crowdfunding for the testing, like, you should kill yourself. Like, they were so obsessed with this man, they were threatening her and telling her she should kill herself, and she's this and she's that, and all kind of stuff. It was just, Shelby said, totally obsessed. They were obsessed. Then a reporter did a story in Wired magazine, which is kind of like a tech magazine, about it, and it was seen by the article was seen by over 1 million people, and they still didn't have any tips, any leads, nothing. Then one of the ladies from another group, there was some drama with the group too. One of the ladies left the group and another lady took over, and they didn't like each other. And then one lady started another group. It was a mess. Somebody commented and said that they thought that, oh, what she did was she put his information on a lost love page or website, because he spent the night in the woods, like near a tent with another guy, and they, by the campfire, he told him that he had recently got out of a bad relationship and stuff, and it was a really good relationship and it had ended badly or something like that. So she thought about doing it in Lost Loves, and somebody commented, and they sent a picture of someone they went to school. Yeah, it is. They went to school with him, and it was a yearbook picture. And she was like, I think this is him. And she drew the beard on the picture and was like, this is him. This is him. It turns out it wasn't him. He was alive. He wanted to know why the police were looking for him and stuff like that. And then another dead end is that the people from the group, the two admins, they got a copy of the autopsy report, and they were able to look at the pictures. And in the description of when he was first found that they released out to everyone, it said he had a small scar on his stomach. But when they saw it, it was a really large scar. So people were like looking at it, it was like, could it, so one of my family members has a scar like this. They had cancer or something like that. So they started looking at the cancer angle. And so when they Googled it, like cancer and Appalachian Trail, this man's website or his blog came up. He was diagnosed with cancer. So he decided to go hike and this and that. His name was Bill Reynolds or something like that on the site, but that wasn't his real name. And they were convinced it was him. They were convinced, and they started messaging him, and are you dead? Are you alive? Are you mostly harmless? They started messaging anyone who had ever been to the blog, his sister, his fathers, and then it was like he's decided, let me join the group and tell these people that this is me. I just went by a different name, but they didn't believe him because that wasn't his real name. And they were like harassing him too. They were being mean to him and just sending him messages. He got to the point where he was like scared someone would show up at his daughter's school, or at his house or something like that. What's wrong, Kobe? You need to go potty? You need potty? Okay, give me a minute. And things like that. And then finally one of the admins like helped him out with that. Another dead end. But again, the people were so obsessed they didn't want to hear the truth. It's like people thought he was a ghost. People thought he was abducted by aliens. People thought one lady seen a picture because he was like really close to like a sign with the map on the like in the middle, you know, you follow the trail and you're looking at a map. He was really close to it. And they're like, look how close he is to the sign. He's probably blind and he didn't see the food in his tent.
Wait, what?
And that's why he starved.
I seen this documentary, but I saw it a while ago, so I don't remember small details like that.
I seen it yesterday and today. Oh, here it is. Bill Bellamy. That is right. It's just spelled Bilemy.
Mm.
Okay. And then so it was just all kind of stuff. Finally, the DNA results come back from the company, from Othram. And they said that they did it based on like markers and DNA, and they compare it to markers and DNA from other people. And so his DNA was able to be compared, and it showed markers like of like where he was from and things. And it turned out to be Southwest Louisiana. So he was from Louisiana. He had told one person this, and around Baton Rouge area, things like that. And they posted about it, and they kept posting about it, putting in different groups and stuff in for like Louisiana. And then a previous coworker said, I know him. I know who this is. His name is Vance John Rodriguez. So finally they have a name. And they obtained DNA samples from excuse me, I'm sorry, from some relatives in Lafayette Parish.
Yay. That's where we're from.
And then they announced, this was 2 years later. He disappeared in 2018. Not disappeared. He was found dead July 23rd, 2018. And this was December 2020, whenever this coworker person came forward. And so they released January 12, 2021. They confirmed the testing between him and his family members that it was him. He was last known to live in New York, and his family didn't even know he was missing. They had to make that call and talk to those people because his family didn't know he was missing. They thought he had moved to New York and they just had lost contact with him. They didn't know he was dead. That's why they never reported him missing. And he did work in the information in like technology. But it turns out that all these people had like formed this version of Mostly Harmless in their head, and he was not a good guy. He was arrested for shoplifting before, which is weird because why wasn't he fingerprinted, and why his fingerprints didn't pop when they found his body? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, unless he just wasn't processed.
Because yeah. And then there was multiple women who came forward and said that he had assaulted them or abused them. He had abused an ex-girlfriend. Yeah, it was just a lot. And his family, they didn't really want to talk about it or anything. There was also an issue. I think he was 16 or something like that. And he went into a field and shot himself in the stomach. And that's why he had that scar in his stomach. They said he had like outages where he would just turn into someone else and just, or get like really depressed, really down. And that was at one point. So they don't know if that's what happened with him in the tent, if he just had a moment. Because like the people in the documentary was like, I don't believe he committed suicide. But it was just like, then what do you think happened? Because technically they couldn't find a cause of death. All they could say is that he's dead and he's very, very emaciated or very, very skinny, you know? But yeah, that is the story. And it was just, yeah, it was just a weird story because it took so long to find who he was. And his family was alive and well in Louisiana.
They didn't care. He
And
wasn't a good person. They just was like, well, whatever. He's in New York.
yeah, they just were like, he's in New York. We haven't heard anything. Maybe he's doing better, you know?
I don't know. But it's odd how everybody who met him on the trails just thought he was a cool guy.
Yeah. And then, so one of the things about the documentary, yeah, Shelby, me too. It took a long time. One of the things about the documentary that caught my attention was at the end, the two ladies that were like these decided to become these internet sleuths because of this case. One of them is so weird. She what was her name? Christy. She was one of the first ones that decided to become an internet sleuth because of this case. And she's been living in a travel lodge motel for like 7 years with her sister. And it's just a weird little situation there. But they put, that was weird. Yeah. And it was like, okay. And then she works on cases, and like at the end they said that was already on her next case. And so she took it, like when it ended, it had the black screen and it was like, Christy remains the administrator of her Facebook group, unidentified, nameless, and unforgotten, something like that's what it's called. Oh, never forgotten. And then it says she's already on her next case, dot dot dot. And then what's that mean?
Oh, I don't know. She might be talking to somebody else.
Oh,
If
okay.
he had mental health issues, they might have been used to his being estranged. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's what it was. um they did talk about it, Sheila, that his family tried to get him help and he didn't want to get help. So I think that caused like a, separation, estrangeness in the family. But then it said she's onto her next case, dot dot dot. And then it cuts back to Chrissy and she's in the motel room and she's taking a call. And you don't hear what the person is saying on the phone, but you hear her. And she's like, what? Well, first she says, I have to let you know that I'm in here with a camera crew. And then she's like, what? And then she starts crying and she's like, she hangs up. She's like, I got to get some air. And she gets up and she goes in outside and she says, they've got the story. Tabitha was decapitated. And then it ends. And I'm like, what?
I don't
What? So
remember that part.
you don't?
No, I remember her being in that hotel room, but I don't remember that being said.
So yeah, it's like at the end, like the documentary is over, and you think, but it was just still playing because I was sitting here waiting to go back to work, and it was still playing. And then so the documentary ends, and it's just a black screen, and it goes to like the credits, and like, okay, yeah, so we have the resolution to the case of Mostly Harmless, but who
Who's
is
Tabitha? Maybe it's like it was just to leave you with like, oh, she's on to the next case.
I had to go do research. So I went to Reddit, and as soon as I got into where I was looking for, somebody was like, who the F is Tabitha? And then somebody was like, yes, I came here just for that. And then so I went to look it up, trying to find it. It took me a little bit, and there is a case of a woman named Tabitha Queen from Bastrop, Louisiana.
What happened to Tabitha?
I don't know. And I'm thinking this is her, because so I went to Reddit and it says, to save everyone time from joining the group and trying to figure out who Christy was talking about, it was Tabitha Queen from Bastrop, Louisiana. Apparently, Christy is no longer working this case because police don't want to work with her.
She was a bit weird, but okay. Y'all,
Somebody,
Saint wanna come out? Just a small crack for him to pass. Go ahead, man. So, okay.
let me let Colby out to potty. I'll be right back.
All right, go ahead.
Come on, bitch.
All right, y'all. So who's Tabitha? What? What, Boogie? Anyway, so like I was saying, I seen this documentary, um, but a long time ago, so I didn't rewatch it. And I think in my mind, I was thinking something else happened because there was a documentary where a man went, where a man was on the trails or whatever, but he killed somebody on the trail.
I
I
think
don't
that's
know.
what I thought this was.
Okay, that's what I was thinking too, but I did see Mostly Harmless. But in my mind, I had meshed together the two documentaries. So I was thinking that Mostly Harmless was the man who killed somebody on the trails. But yeah, I had it twisted in my mind. But yeah, maybe I should have rewatched it, but it's hard for me to watch something twice.
Yes. Okay. So
So you was thinking the same thing?
yeah, I think that's what I thought it was.
I think Mitzi said something too. She might have been thinking that too. Cause do you remember? I googled Tabitha from Bastrop and a lot came up. Oh,
Yeah. I'm thinking that it's her because that's who keeps coming up. And I thought that we could talk about
uh-uh.
I'm not coming in bed. I'm just sitting here. I'm not here for this.
Is Daddy cooking?
Yes, that's why I came in here because he's making too much noise, and I'm not going in my room.
Babe, what are you cooking?
Gumbo.
Yo, hubby's making gumbo.
oh my god, I'm coming to get some.
It's gumbo weather. What you putting in it?
Chicken sausage and shrimp.
That's it.
Yeah.
I should have took me some okra down.
Okay, so um
It smells good.
so Tabitha Queen was from Bastrop, Louisiana. She was last seen on Mother's Day, May 9th, 2021. Her mother, Mary, spoke to Tabitha on the phone before she disappeared. There were two men in the car with her, and I asked her who she was talking to, and she was like, Mom, I have to go." And her mom was like, "What do you mean you have to go?" And Tabitha hung up the phone. Her mom called her right back, and it went to voicemail. Tabitha's family discovered her three children home alone. And then the 11-year-old told the grandma that her mom was arguing with the man that she had allowed to use her car a few days prior. And she said that the man took her mother and her mother never returned. Tabitha has never been found. So I don't know. I don't know where the "she's been decapitated" part came from.
I don't know. Mitzi, come get your bowl, girl. Sheila, he's putting chicken sausage and shrimp. What?
Come and get some.
I usually love her whenever he puts okra in it, but I didn't take no okra out of the freezer.
Ask him if he got enough for us.
Of course,
I mean, us.
of course.
Hi, nephew. Hey, Neff. Oh, he tired.
Yeah, he tired. Yeah, my little boo boo.
So that was the doc. What y'all think?
I think that we all thought it was something else.
We definitely did. Oh, excuse me.
We look cute.
So cute. So, any recommendations for next week?
Oh yeah, huh? Did we have any on the list that or does
There's
anyone have anything to add to this story? I'm trying to see if I had something written down. We did American Nightmare.
Mhm.
Oh, what was the one I watched yesterday? Fox Hollow.
Oh yeah, we can watch that one.
Yeah, let's do that one cuz that was a good one, and I want to do some more research on it because from what I've
What's it
been
called?
hearing is that it's
Oh,
more to it than what's in the documentary.
what's it called? Fox.
Fox Hollow Farm, and then it's something else in the name too.
The Fox Hollow Murders, Playground of a Serial Killer. It's on
Yeah,
Hulu.
it's on Hulu, but it's one that was popular in the 90s, and there's been a lot of stuff out about it. So even if you don't have Hulu and you can't watch the actual documentary, you can easily find information on it. I am challenging y'all to to do y'all homework because I want to talk next week about it. I need y'all to go sleuthing.
You're gonna put it in the thing. It's called Fox Hollow Farm Murders.
Let me write it down so I can remember. I mean, I know what it is, but Sheila, there's a documentary also on YouTube. Um, Let me see if I can find it. Th- All right, I'm just gonna tell you what I see on here on the channel Mystery Archives. There a year ago there was a documentary called The Untold Story of Fox Hollow Farm. Um, on A&E there was an episode that's on YouTube about it. Just Google it on you. Just put it in Fox Hollow Farm documentary. There's a lot. Um, Herbert the Pervert Baumeister. There's a serial document killer documentary on him. It's a lot out there. I'm telling y'all. Just if you put it into YouTube, you'll find so much stuff. Osage murders? Which murders are those? Mm. I wonder if there's a documentary on that. But the Fox Hollow is about Herb Baumeister, serial killer of gay men.
Wait, what is it?
He's a serial killer of gay men,
Oh yeah, he is.
and he was married, and I guess on the DL. But the documentary tells the story or whatnot, but from what I'm understanding, it goes deeper than what the documentary talks about, and it may have been like a bigger thing, like than just this one man. So I really want to do some more research on it. Uh, what is this? Fox Hollow Farm, the infamous. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. What you said? The infamous Indiana property where Herb Baumeister allegedly murdered at least 11 men has a grim past in itself. Yep, and they think it's more than that. So, oh, I took out my notebook to write it down and I didn't.
Where's Rebecca today?
I don't know. I didn't talk to Rebecca today. All right, what is it called? Fox Hollow. What's the documentary called? Fox Hollow Murders.
It's called Fox. I don't know. I forgot now. You
I
took
don't. I guess I don't need to know the full
the
name.
Fox Hollow Murders, playground of a serial killer.
Yeah, there you go. I forgot to text her about the live.
You fix or something.
All right, y'all. I know this week has been this episode is kind of shorter, but I'm going back, lay down in my bed and snuggle up
And eat some gumbo.
and eat some gumbo. I'm gonna put a picture in the group of my gumbo,
Yes.
and I'm putting on some. I'm gonna show y'all my gumbo when I eat it. And I know you got things to get to.
Yeah. Are you going live on Friday?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
trying to make sure nothing is. Trying to think of what I have to do Friday to make sure nothing is gonna interfere. But the plan is yes. Are you coming live with me?
Of course.
Oh, Jason. Uh, yeah. Um,
But Crystal's going to put up a link with the homework for everyone. And we will, it seems like a really good one. So I think it'll be interesting. We can have
yeah.
discussion.
So I challenge y'all all to do the homework, and if you don't do the homework, if you don't have Hulu, to look on YouTube and watch something on YouTube about it, because I think I'm gonna watch a few things on YouTube. The
Book
book.
it's going to be, it's usually the last Saturday of the month, but that would have make it this Saturday. So it's going to be on March 1st Saturday. I'm going to put a link in the group probably tonight or first thing in the morning. The book is linked in the group. I can't remember the name for some reason.
How to Age Disgracefully.
How to Age Disgracefully. I'm gonna put a link in the morning of the date and the time. It's always like the Saturday at like 7 or 8 or something like that. Oh, excuse me. And
And Mitzi, are you in the Discord group? Get in the Discord group. Or is it called a group on Discord? What is it called?
server.
Server.
I'll put another link in there.
Yeah, because I saw that we were talking a little bit on Discord. And I'm like, okay, people are still coming to the Discord.
I haven't. I wasn't there.
Lindsay, Rebecca, I think Sheila was on there.
Give me $80 for this.
Get in the Discord, boo. You made it.
I know. It took me a while to make that too. I was like,
Okay, Mitzi, look for she gonna post it. You gonna post it in the group, the Discord?
yeah,
I don't know how all that works.
I'm gonna post in the group.
It's good, Sheila. The book is good. Okay, I'm starting today. I was gonna start yesterday, but I forgot. I'm gonna start tonight. I'm gonna read tonight because I thought I was gonna do the audio book and I was gonna listen to it all in one day, but the audio book wasn't available for checkout at the library on Libby, so I ended up getting the ebook. You got it, Celine? You
What?
read the book? You started?
Yeah, I started.
Oh, did I forget to join Discord? Probably. For the book club, Shelby, are you? Oh, that's true. Post info in Discord about it too.
Oh yeah, I didn't. That's right.
Yeah, we got to get in the swing of things. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming again and, for supporting the Mystery Mugs and Melanin channel, even though we stopped posting on Crystal Heart. If you have not already, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. And also, if you're not subscribed to this channel, Mystery Mugs and Melanin, make sure to hit subscribe. And I guess we'll see y'all next week. And I expect everybody's homework to be done.
Okay, ma'am.
Because I already watched it. I already did the homework. All right. Thank you, guys. Celine, I'll see you later. Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Bye.
Bye.